this Zoom. And let's get this thing popping. What's going on, guys? Welcome to week number 21 of Elevate Mentorship Call. This is a 26-week series where we bring on some of the best in the business to help you guys take your business and your life to the next level, leading up until Orlando Convention, Elevate Convention, which is going to be March 24th through the 26th. If you don't have your ticket yet, make sure to get your ticket. My name is Joey Wilson. I'm a Chairman 100 here with I Am Mastery Academy, and I am blessed, fired up, and grateful to have the opportunity to host this call and to intro our speaker tonight. And these calls have been an absolute blessing. If you guys have been on these calls, if you guys have gotten value out of these, type some fire emojis in the chat. And the first few things I'll say, just for a few housekeeping things, if you haven't listened to some of these Elevate calls, go back to my YouTube channel. They're all there, all 21 or all 20 of them. And we bring on the absolute best, Chairman 10s and above, to come on here and give you guys value of how you can take your business to the next level. It's calls just like this that help give me the energy, the tricks, the tips to have breakthroughs, right? There's been times in this industry when I'm thinking to myself, am I ever going to make this work? Like, I am struggling. We just put in 50 customers and 75 fell out. Like, what is going on here? I have goals to hit and it's not going the way I want it to go. And then I'd get on a call like this and listen to someone that went through the same struggles, but found the breakthroughs. And I just listened. I said, dude, I'm going to implement that. And so there's things that you can pick up on these calls to really go next level. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So a few things real quick, guys. Make sure your entire organization is on this call. Send out the message to a few people. Say, hey, bro, do not miss this call. I promise you it's going to be worth your time. Number two is make sure you're taking notes, right? We all know the reality of you're probably going to forget 90% of the information if you're not taking notes. And then number three, there's no guarantees regarding income. Your success or failure depends on your own skill set and personal effort. And I say that to say this, there may or may not be income talked about on this call, and that's okay. So I just wanted to throw that little disclaimer out there, and let's jump right into it. I'm not going to take up too much time, but this individual I've been watching for years, ever since I got in this industry. He's younger than me and he's been in the industry longer than me. And I got in this industry, in 2012, I started having some success. And my best friend and my other buddy, both my top guys in my organization at the time, ended up leaving to this guy's organization. And I'm like, what is going on over there? And they created a movement with his previous company that was, it shook the entire industry. And I watched this gentleman go from a young kid in his early 20s to being one of the absolute best this industry has ever seen. He's not even 30 years old yet. So for those of you who don't know, his name is Jonathan Lopez. He's been part of the company for 5 or 6 years, but he got in this industry at 16 years old as a high school student. And he didn't really start taking it serious until, 18 years old and on, but he was a top earner in his previous company, and he's a top earner here. He's had his ups, he's had his downs, but he's been able to create a dream life. A dream life, like a real dream. Like if he wanted to take his foot off the gas right now, he could probably do that and be good and live off of his investments. And I tell this to people all the time. I say, dude, and this is actually the time we're in with the company right now. I'm like, dude, if you just focus for 1,000 days, if you sprint and go tunnel vision for a season right now, in this season of the company, you can set yourself up for the rest of your life. That's what Jonathan has done on multiple runs in this industry. And so when there's a run that's happening like there is right now, that's starting to creep up on us, that's starting to happen, you can sense the buzz in the air. It's times like this that you need to take serious, because this one run that we are leading into can set you up for the rest of your life. And that's what happened to him. And he hasn't taken his foot off the gas. He's going to keep going. But I think the reason why he got to where he's at, where he's living in one of the most prestigious condos in all of Miami, Florida, drives the nicest cars, it's not because he wanted those things. It's because he's putting people first. And he's been able to build organizations all over the world and lead them to the point where they're going with or without him at this point. And so what he has done, I admire. I really admire what he has done. He's an absolute living legend in the game. And we are blessed. We're blessed with I Am Mastery Academy that we have him and his partner part of this company. And we are super blessed to have him on this call. So type some fire emojis in the chat, type some 777s, and welcome my brother, Mr. Jonathan Lopez.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, brother.
All right. Well, guys, 77 in the chat box. If you're grateful today to have Joy with you. You see, before we even start, Joy, I just want to say, number one, thank you so much for having me on this call. But number two, actually, I want to say I appreciate your leadership and the type of person you are ever since we met. And I remember this in Vegas with Alex Morin. You've actually been one of the only few people that not only talks the talk, but walks the walk. And you see, guys, it's so important because when you first join this business, people tend to tell you what you want to tend to tell you, hey, you're going to be this, you're going to do this is the income you're going to make. But so many people really just focus on themselves, on their paycheck, on how much money they want to make, on where they want to go, but not really on people. So when you come across a leader, a friend, a mentor like Joy, try to keep him around as long as possible, if not forever, because those are very hard mentors to find. People that actually care for people, not for their income, but for people. And ever since I met Joy in Vegas, right, he has been nothing but a phenomenal leader, friend, and to be honest, one of the best leaders in this company. So guys, if you guys, whenever you guys get a chance, a quick little text message, hey Joy, I appreciate you. A quick little appreciation post or quick little thing, whether it's your mentors, your uplines, people that even invited you to the business that potentially aren't even in the business. Shoot them a text message. You see, I'm gonna go kind of over my story, so we're not complete strangers, and I'll go over my training today. But you see, I joined this business when I was 16, and the person who invited me, funny enough, right, showed me this opportunity, played a video, and before the video finished, I pressed pause and I said, hey, sign me up, right? Sign me up. 24 hours later, he was calling me, telling me, hey man, I'm actually quitting this industry, quitting this company because I've been in it for 2-3 weeks, bro, and I haven't seen an income. By the way, you just joined 24 hours ago, so you can do a chargeback, you can get your money back. And I remember telling him, you know what, man, thank you so much, but I'm gonna give this a try. And to be honest, 6 years later, I sent him a check for $10,000. He called me, he said, Johnny, I think, and I'm sorry, okay, no income claims, right? He said, Johnny, I think maybe you try to pay the wrong person, or I'm like, no, that was for you. He's like, what do you mean? And I remember telling him, dude, without you, I wouldn't be where I am. Without you introducing me to this business opportunity, I wouldn't have been able to retire my family. I wouldn't have been able to buy them dream cars, travel the world, have create over 80 plus chairmen and so on. And it's because you showed me this business. Whether you believed it or not, you just played your one part, which was inviting me to an opportunity. So understand that anytime you want to quit, you're one person away from the next Joey Wilson. You're one person away from the next Alex Morin. You're one person away from actually getting to that person that potentially becomes the game changer in this industry. So when I tell people all the time, hey, listen, be grateful for the people that are here, for the people that are gone, and for the people that are coming. Because at the end of the day, they all play part of the business. They all play a part of the business. But be grateful. So quick little, 10, 20-second text message. Hey, Joey, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule for setting up this type of calls and so on and so on. Goes a long way. It shows your mentor, it shows the leader that they're actually appreciated and they're willing to work even harder for you, right? So with that being said, I don't want to take much of you guys' time, but I do want to go over what I like to call the 10 core commitments. You see, I've been in this industry, funny enough, 13 years now, and I feel like an old head, right? And I've noticed that over every single season of my business, I've came across specific type of skill sets that I needed to master in order to keep on growing. And today, I'm just simply going to apply the same, or I'm going to share it to you guys. Actually, this is one of my trainings for the summit in Rotterdam, for the convention in Rotterdam that I was asked to speak on. And I just want to share it with you guys because I do like to tell people, look, motivation lasts 24 to 48 hours. But information, education lasts forever. So I'm just trying to share with you personal experience so you can get to where I'm at a lot faster. I want you to write this down. Number one, right? You're probably here from Alex Morin. You're probably here for every single person in the world. But the biggest thing that I can tell you from day one, which you always got to look into, is what type of burning desire do you have? You see, every single person that you met, whether it's a Chairman 250, Chairman 500, Chairman 750, Chairman 100s, Chairman 50s and above, they're always going to tell you, burning desire. Alex Morgan, burning desire. Now, most of the time we question, or we really never question why are we told this? You see, this business, it's a business. And in business, there's seasons. There's ups and there's downs. But what keeps you in this business, what keeps you focused, right? Like Joey said, it's that burning desire. Some of us, and I'm calling you guys out today, right, on this call, some of us on this call don't even know why we're doing this business. Some of us, we joined because we wanted to make money. It's okay. Type in the chat box 999 if you joined to make some type of money. I did. When I was 16, I was a broke high school kid. I was an illegal immigrant, and I just wanted to make money. I went to a mall. I saw a Ferrari with a sticker saying, learn how to make money. I'm like, I want to learn. I waited 3 hours outside her garage. The guy showed up, showed me the business, and they signed me up. And I made $0 for 2 years. $0 for 2 years. As a matter of fact, I owe my parents over $10,000 because I took their credit card and their ID to sign up and kept on paying my $700 to $1,000 auto ship. So let that sink in, right? And what kept me in the game is that I started with the first thing that this specific individual taught me. And he said, Johnny, you must write down and be obsessed with your burning desire. Why are you actually doing this business? So I want you to ask yourself this. If money wasn't an issue, what will you be doing with your time today? Whether it's, creating schools in Africa, or helping kids with needs, or traveling the world, or helping mom and dad financially. What is it that you really want to do? Because money isn't the end all be all. I can tell you this, look, listen, from personal experience, this is just a watch. To me, it might be valuable, but to somebody in a third world country that doesn't even have enough the $200 to eat, they don't care for this. This is worthless, right? So next time you kind of say, I'm doing this business for that Lamborghini or for that watch or for that condo, change the mindset and ask yourself, if money wasn't an issue, what would I actually be doing? What's my burning desire? Why am I actually doing this business? Because you see, some of us, we won, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to be very direct with you guys. We won a Lamborghini with a Toyota effort, work ethic. Some of us, we want a Lamborghini with a Toyota work ethic. What do I mean by this? Some of us, we want to, get to the next level. We want to go Chairman 10. We say we want to go Chairman 10, but when it gets rough, we don't have something that keeps us into the business. And we say, you know what, man? Maybe I don't want that Lambo. Maybe I don't want that nice watch. Maybe, you know what? My car spends a lot less in gas. I should be more conservative, right? Because we start feeling a lot more, less about money and more about, hey, what we feel comfortable. So I want you to go back home tonight and ask yourself, what is my burning desire? What is my purpose in this business? How many people do I want to help out? How many people outside am I trying to retire? How many people am I trying to help and put in a position of winning? You see, one of my mentors at a very young age told me, Johnny, the reason why I love this industry is for one single reason, one reason only. You're making a difference while you're making an income. But you only make an income and a difference when you have a good and burning desire. So next time you start this business, or next time you think about this business, I want you to think, why did you start this business? Why is it your end goal be all? It's not money. I can guarantee you that. 2, it's called commitment. 2, commitment, right? Now, you see, I tell people all the time, this industry, it's hands all be all, the most, I wouldn't say lucrative, but the most level playing field industry I've ever seen in the world. You see, I am not 6'5", I'm not 6'7", I'm not gonna go dunk over LeBron James. I'm not gonna go, play the World Cup. I tore my ACL, my meniscus. But the second biggest 6- and 7-figure producers in an industry, it's called network marketing. So my question to you is, how committed are you to network marketing? You see, some of us, we're trying to make a pitch, or we're trying to do the sale, or we're trying to do so many things, or we're trying to close a prospect, but we haven't even closed ourselves into this industry. We have questions. We doubt ourselves. We think, you know what? Joy could go Chairman 100, but I can't even hit Chairman 10. Nah, he could do it because, he has a beautiful family, or Matt or Jason, because this is, guys, I want you to research this, right? This is not coming from me. These are statistics, right? 1 out of every 10 neighbors you had or have been in network marketing. are or still in a company that's multi-level marketing. 2, it creates the most 6 and 7 figure earners aside from professional sports. So if you ask me, hey, does this industry work? Well, I don't know. Next time you feel like this industry or you question this industry, just go ask Joey or go see his face every Friday. Some of you guys will get that, right? 2, the second type of commitment is into the company, products, the services. You see, one thing is understanding, yes, MLM works. 2 is the commitment of how committed are you that what you have, it's of value. You see, I don't bash MLMs. I love every single one of them. I think they're the best products in the world. But I will tell you this, Forex is a $6 trillion a day market, right? Financial literacy is something that people are missing and that they need. There's a difference between needs and wants. And we're in a niche that people need. I don't know about you guys, but when is the last time you met a friend, stranger, that told you, hey, I don't want to learn how to make more money. I don't want to learn how to invest my money. I don't want to learn how to duplicate my money. Never. So next time you question yourself, or you're doing a presentation, but you're afraid of getting them started, or you question yourself, ask yourself, do I believe in my products and services? And if not, why? Because if you're using Swipecoin, you get a short alert from Nick Gomez, buy or sell Ripple or Ethereum, you'll be fired up, especially today. If you use Blaze, you get a short alert from Ever Cabral, you'll be fired up. But it's how much of the commitment level do you have within the company, within the products, within the services, and within this industry. You see, you can tell Joey you're committed. You can tell Johnny you're committed. But at the end of the day, your results are gonna what gives you the outcome. So how committed are you into this industry? How committed are you into this company? How much do you believe in this company and the products and services? 3, right? It's called vision. Vision. You see, when I talk about vision, I tell people, look, this is the key factor on what's going to make it or break it for you. You see, there's a big difference, right? When people talk about the business and when people talk about their vision. You see, when I first started in this industry, when I first started, when Julian Christian and myself first launched IM, right? The first thing that we said is, forget the ranks. We don't care to be the highest paid person. People looked at us like, what? Because yes, look, we have the organizations. Guys, Germany, Mexico, so on. Cool. That's fine. 80 plus Germans and counting, right? But we said, you know what? Instead of making it about ourselves, we're going to make it about how many people we want to impact. You see, some of us, we show the comp plan, we show the business opportunity, but we show our vision of what we want for ourselves. We tell people, hey, Joey, look, listen, if you sign up today, this is the car that I want to do, and I want to retire my family, and I want to drive this, and I want to make this income, and Chairman 10, oh my God. And you scare people away because people don't care what you know. They care what the people don't know what you know, right? Don't care, but they care when you, oh my God. People don't care what you know until they know that you care, right? And it's very simple, guys. This business is about people to people. Make your vision big enough that other people's vision fit in. You see, number one, the reason why our team keeps on expanding and growing, 80 plus chairmans within our organization, it's very simple. It's because we said from day one, we wanted 100 chairmans. Every single chairman in that, when we first launched, looked at us, you guys are crazy. We kept on saying in every single event, 100 chairmans, 100 chairmans, 100 chairmans. We were like, dude, you guys are crazy. There's only 500 chairmans. You guys are telling me you guys are going to be 1/5 of the company. I'm like, watch, 100 chairmans. 3-4 days ago, we just added Chairman 25, and we have over 78, 79 chairmans within our organization. We're not 100 chairmans, but the same people that we're questioning are the same people that now go, hey, they're crazy enough, they might just do it. I either join them or watch, and they're afraid not to join me. You know why? There's a big reasons why people join Joey and join Johnny, and most likely some of them don't join you. You know what's the biggest reason? We show them the bigger picture. We show them the bigger vision. We show them where we want to take them. Stop just focusing on where you want to go. Start focusing on where they're going to go. You see, something that I like to explain to all my chairmen and every single one in my organization is very simple. You can look at it as the cup half full or half empty. You see, if I were to ask you guys, hey, how do you go Chairman 10? Please, can somebody write in the chat qualifications for Chairman 10? Anybody? Qualifications? Chairman 10. You know, everybody says, I want to go chairman, but most people, 500 people put 500 with the new pack, so on. Okay, let's say 500. Let's take the regular, right? 500 people. Cool. Let me explain to you how easy it is that we show the vision. You see, we have a large organization. We have over 55 plus chairmans in Mexico and Latin America. And when you tell people, hey, 500 people, you make $10,000 a month, or you make six figures, the first thing you do is, whoa, I don't know. I only know my mom, my dad, my cat, my dog, right? Because you get scared. I joined this business. I'm like, dude, I don't know 500 people. But you see, you can either look at it like that, or you can just simply say, hey, Joy, do you know 36 people that you want to help make an extra $600 a month? You see, you can either look at it as a 500 qualifications, or I'm recruiting 500 and it's all based off of my effort, or you can do what this business is basically all about, which is people helping other people make a difference and make an income. How? If you help 12 people in one leg, P600, 12 people in another leg, P600, and 12 people in another leg, P600, congrats, you're chairman 10. You see, it's a lot simpler when you go to the newest person and you tell them, hey, do you know 36 people? Or we are going to start working on helping you help 36 people make an extra $600 a month. That sounds a lot more attainable than, hey, bro, we're going to go out and look for 500 people. You tell me what you want. You want the easy one, and you want a bigger vision. You see, some of us, we focus on 500 people, 500 people, 500 people. That sometimes we make it overcomplicated. Start showing the bigger vision. Start showing how many people you actually want to impact. And I guarantee you, you're going to have the results. Look, yes, we're not the highest paid in the company, but I can guarantee you one thing only. We're one of the only ones that we not only do rank, but we have some of the most or biggest chairmen within the whole organization. Why? Because we put people over money. People over money. We show them the vision. We create the vision and we duplicate the vision. Next, right? It's called no excuses. See, this is very simple to say, but I've been lucky enough to travel over probably roughly around 30 plus countries. And I came across some crazy excuses. I was in Barcelona. I'll never forget this. I was in Barcelona and we were doing a meeting, and I knew this. I was 24. I'm 29 now. And while I was doing a presentation, of course, they bring you up, they edify you, you know, the rank, so rank, income, and somebody screams out, this only works because you're Hispanic. What? And somebody actually got up, a prospect, grabbed the mic and said, hey, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I'm trying to tell you that this only works because you're Hispanic. This was in Spain. I'm like, what? Can you move forward? Can you continue? He goes, yeah, you see, because you're Hispanic, you have a lot more advantage. I'm like, okay, how so? You speak a different language. Okay, cool. You see, I only speak Spanish. I don't speak English. So my field is very, very, very small. My group is very small. He started putting excuse over excuse over excuse why he couldn't have my same accomplishments, right? After he was done, I told him, cool, okay, now let me tell you my full story. I came to this country when I was 4. I was an illegal immigrant until I was 22. I actually couldn't even sign up for the company. I signed up with my parents' IDs, and I couldn't even go to college to play soccer until I got one of my cousins' ID that had the same last name as me to go play. You tell me that's easy? You tell me that if I was able to go from being an illegal immigrant from zero to making an income, to being able to go to the US and say, hey, I either pay taxes with you or I pay taxes somewhere else, and them saying, here's your visa. Now you're going to tell me you have an excuse, or you're going to tell me that because I'm Hispanic, it was better? You see, so many of us, we find 21 excuses why this couldn't work. We make it feel comfortable, or we make ourselves feel better that we make an excuse why Joy could go Chairman 100. It's that, you know, Joy, he's a great presenter. He's a great speaker. Oh, it's that Alex Moore, he gets everybody fired up. Guys, stop making so many excuses. Why do I love this industry? Doesn't matter if you're in your 20s, doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your color, Black, Hispanic, white, doesn't matter what you've done in the past, because last time I checked, IAM doesn't ask you, hey, what's your background check? Where do you come from? oh, because your background doesn't look so good, or because you don't have a GED or you don't have this, you know what? We're going to cap you at an income. No. It's a fair, or it balances the playing field, and it's a fair chance. So understand that we have the same complement as you. Stop making excuses, start making results. You see, I like to tell people this. Next time you try to make an excuse, understand that reputation is built by results, but you can never ruin a reputation you never built with the results you never had. Some of us were too afraid to talk to the newest person or talk to the person more successful than us. And we put 21 excuses why this business won't work because we're afraid to ruin a reputation that we never had. See, a lot of people have opinions, but opinions are free. If you go to the doctor, or if you go to the dentist, or if you go, to the lawyer, the first thing they're gonna do is, hey, here's a bill. You want my opinion? Perfect. Here's my bill. Pay. Just because people have opinions doesn't mean that they're all right. So next time you try to put an excuse why this can't or can't work for you, understand that you can put the excuses, but excuses really don't get you fed. But if you start putting less excuses, you start putting more actions, you're gonna see some results. You're gonna see some results. So go back, cut out the excuses, and guess what? Go to work. Next, work ethic. Why do I leave this out right after go to work, right? Work ethic. Very simple. Guys, I've been doing this for 13 years. I've seen it all. I've seen people log into their back office and tell me, Johnny, today I'm doing IM. I'm like, what does that mean? Well, today I logged into my back office and I'm P150 and I'm still waiting for it to say P600 or P1000 or P2000. I'm like, okay. You see, most of us, we do production, or you can do production, or you can focus on being proactive. Some of us, we focus on being proactive while some of us focus on being productive. This is the difference. I want you to write this down. IAM pays us for two things and two things only. Ready? IAM pays you when you share the business with new customers, when you share the products and services with new customers, and two, when we help our new customers use the product, understand the product, and show it to new customers and duplicate the product. Very simple. Some of us, we get too confused. We think that we have to read every single book in the Bible. We think that we have to do the craziest things. Or we think that because we're telling our team, hey, go do this, go do that, that's being productive. That's not being productive, it's being reactive. There's a big difference between reactive or productive. You being on this call today, perfect. It's called production, reactive. You know why? Because it'll be easy. You're going to get fired up after this call and you're going to go try to do some work. You're going to go and if you have a team, you're going to text them, hey, we got to do this, we got to do that. But it's very hard to understand that to be productive, there's only two ways. IAM pays us for two ways and two ways only. Like I said, one of them is when we help new customers use the products and services. Two is when we help our new customers use the products and services, understand them, duplicate them, and guess what? Help their new customers get started. Don't get it confused. It's very simple. There's only two reasons why we do this business. Some of us, we say we're having a work ethic, we're working, but we really aren't. You know, some of us, we work like we go to the gym. You ever seen the people when you go to the gym that you have the crazy ones benching 250 or 300 and then you have the person that goes to the gym every single day, but instead of working out, they do this. See, I tell people, hey, listen, this is your financial gym. You take it and you get the results what you have. If you go to the gym, it's okay that you can say, hey, I go to the gym every day of the 7 days a week and so on. But it's a difference when you go with focus, because some of us, we go to the gym, but we spend time on our phone and we don't see results. Some of us, we build this business, but we spend too much time telling people what to do. We spend too much time trying to learn every single catchphrase. We spend so much time trying to sound like somebody, duplicate like someone, dress like somebody, that we stop spending time being productive, showing the business, showing the plan, doing the team meetings, doing the home events, doing the invites, piquing people's interest. How's your work ethic? Show me your calendar. I'll show you your future. Yes, you can say that sounds corny, but it's true. What are you doing when Joy is not putting you on a Zoom call with every other chairman to get you fired up? Because you can tell him, hey, I'm working. But guess what? You can lie to Joy, you can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself. Put in the work. Put in the work. You see, my mentor taught me this in one thing only. I don't know if it's perfect, but I go straight to the point. He said, Johnny, the only reason you cannot not succeed in this business is by not doing anything. You see, most people that haven't had success in this business, you want me to tell you why they never had success? It's very simple. It's because they did the work today and they want to get paid tomorrow. Because they're not here. Be here a year from now, and I can guarantee you're going to have some sort of results. Not income, because it took me 2 years, but I can guarantee you might be mentally more productive, financially more productive. Who knows? The only reason you can't quit, or the only reason you can't have, or you can fail, is by quitting. You see, this business, it's a compound effect. I tell people, the work you do today is what's going to pay you 60, 90, or 120 days from now. The problem is most people aren't here 30, 60, 90, or 120 days from now. They quit. This ain't McDonald's. This ain't have it your way. It's a compound effect. Do the work today with the mentality of the future. Because you see, my mentor said this, Johnny, look, the same day you plant the seed is in the same day you eat the fruit. So why are you trying to build this business overnight and you want results tomorrow? Ask Joy. Did it take him a day to start this business? No. Was it worth it? Yes. As a matter of fact, right? Let's do the quick numbers so you understand why I say compound, right? Anybody wants to write down the full amount of their auto ship or the full cost of the package you guys use within this group, depending on what group you guys use, right? 249, 250, right? 250. Okay. Let's say you're Jonathan Lopez. It took you 2 years and you made $0. So we're going to do 250 times 24. Well, now you're out six grand, right? You're like, well, Johnny, it's been 6,000. What if after those 2 years and you don't, God forbid, you don't hit P150, P600, right? You're 6,000. But what happens after those 2 years? You hit Chairman 10. That means you gain in 1 month the 2 years that you think you lost. What happens the month later? You gain 2 years of the time that you think, or the efforts or the income that you thought you lost. The compound effect. Stop trying to get it today. Stop thinking today, you work today, get paid tomorrow. Just think about it as a compound effect. Compound effect. Compound effect. You see, the reason why I tell people you can't not take this business serious is very simple. Because over time, slowly, snowball effect, guess what? You start picking up back your time, your freedom. So what if it takes you a year, 2 years? Trust me, you can still do it. You still make it. You're not late. There's no perfect timing. Next, I want you to write this down. It's called I am skill sets. I am skill sets. You see, I've traveled a lot and I've been to plenty of conventions, plenty of summits, what we call them personal events, or even Zoom calls and meetings and so on. And people always ask me, hey, what's the secret? Hey, Joey, tell me the secret. And I laugh because, to be honest, I'm like, well, if I knew the secret, I wish I could just tell everyone. Everyone will be Chairman 750s or 250s, right? But you see, the biggest secret of them all is to understand that this business, you don't have to be the prettiest looking person. You don't have to be the most well-dressed person. You don't even have to be the best speaking or well-spoken person. But there are skill sets that you do have to learn. Now, the beautiful thing is skill sets you learn over time. See, the person you're hearing today, or the person you see today that you look at as Joy, isn't the same Joy when he first started this business, or isn't the same Johnny that first started this business. Guys, real story, when I first started this business, I had 2 prospects, my mom and my best friend, and I was shaking. I was like, guys, you join it, I join it, and we all join it, we all free. And my parents looked at me and like, dude, why are you shaking? Right? Now it's second nature. Why? Because it's skill set. You practice, because practice makes not perfect, but permanent. What are the skills you need to learn? Number one, learn how to present efficiently. Today, after this call, do me a favor, fire Joy. Joy, thank you so much for everything that you do, but you're fired. If it's up to me, it's up to me. You know what? I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna learn how to present efficiently. What does that mean? Yes, some of us, we think we know how to present because we sound cool. We dress super nice. Oh my God, we smell phenomenal. But we don't even know how to pitch or show our business. You see, when people ask me, Johnny, what do you do? Hey, I travel the world and help people make money off their phone. You're like, excuse me? How do you do that? I partner up with a company. We focus on three things. One, we have an academy of 100+ educators that we teach people the Forex market, the stock market, binaries market, and the crypto market. And we go from the very basics to the most advanced. Two, we understand that most people, when you first started investing, they don't know any better. So guess what? We have the concept of learning and earning. What is that? We have tools. Have you ever used an application like Facebook? Oh yeah. Have you ever used YouTube? Yeah. Perfect. What if I were to tell you, stop using Facebook, YouTube, Tinder, and instead start using our applications, and every single time our experts have a trade alert, guess what? Have a trade idea. They just simply sent you the entries. You don't even have to speak English. You know how to copy numbers? Yeah. Okay. This is for you. Wow. Okay. Last but not least, listen. Our CEO understands that our best customers come from current customers, from happy customers. So instead of simply spending millions of dollars in advertising, there's a possibility that you can get your education for free, get your academy for free, and make a residual income. Really? Yeah, but you got to qualify. Okay. Congrats. I just gave you a presentation in less than 2 minutes. Some of you guys take 40, 50, 60 minutes. And then your prospect comes up. What was that all about? I have questions. Guys, very simple. A presentation is meant to have, at the end of the presentation, more answers than questions. If you have more questions than answers, there's a problem. Start learning how to present efficiently. Trust me, it's going to save you a lot of time. Number two, the skill set of closing. The skill set of closing. And some of you guys laugh, but to be honest, look, the biggest skill set you can learn is the magic words. Are you ready to get started? You guys might laugh, but I've traveled the world, and I'm gonna use my personal experience. I was in Mallorca, Spain, and we were doing an event of over, I think it was 800 to 1,000 people, and everything was fired up. Prospects were fired up. We finished, and one of the prospects actually walks out to me and goes, "I'm ready to get started." Cool. Who's the person who invited you? Grabs the person who invited him, puts him in front, and he's like, "I'm ready to get started." So the guy, "Hey man, he's ready to get started. Get him started." The guy looks at his prospect and literally just goes, "Oh, you ready to get started? Because look, you're going to recruit 3 people, and I'm going to recruit 3 people, and we're all going to recruit, and we're all going to be famous, and we're going to be driving the cars." You know what that prospect did? He looked at him, he turned around and walked away. The next day, I had a flight to Barcelona, 1.5-hour flight, landed, had a presentation. When I finished, I noticed that the same individual approached me, the same prospect. He looked at me and he said, "You remember me?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Mallorca." He goes, "Yeah. Look, I paid a flight all the way to Barcelona just to talk to you because that guy is crazy. He talks too much. Most of the time, the people that talk the most don't do anything. How do I join this business? But I want to join with you." Some of us, we talk our way out of prospects. We talk too much. Learn how to close. Johnny, how do you close? Perfect. Hey, Joey, there's only 2 reasons why people don't join my business. 1, don't have the financial needs. You don't have the money. 2, you don't have, or you don't understand all the products and services. Guess what? Perfect. I need you to have access to your products and services so I can help you hands-on and teach you how to use it. Joey, if Joey has the money, the first thing he goes, "Yeah, I have the money." Okay, let's get you started. Visa or MasterCard? 4447. Okay. If people don't have the money, boom, I'm gonna give you the third skill set. You see, I love this. I love to kind of arm people with the basic skill sets that if you ask me what helped you go from 0 to 6 figures, this is the next skill set. It's called taproot. You see, I was doing a presentation and I was tired of people telling me, hey man, I'm fired up. I want you to put a 777. If you ever had someone say, I'm fired up, I'm ready to get started, but there's a problem. I don't have the money. I get paid Friday. You give them a phone call. You call them on Friday and they never answer. Yes, sounds familiar? Sometimes you call, like with the phone you call, it's been disconnected. You're like, well, shush, right? It happens every single time. You see, I'm not a magician, but to be honest, I've done this so many times that I got it every single excuse. And I was so tired of this that I decided to take an extra step to it. You see, when I close people, hey, there's 2 reasons why not. One, because you don't have all the money. When people tell me, hey, Johnny, I'm excited, I'm fired up, but I don't have the money. I remember this individual perfect. I had just finished an event. It was actually 15 people. I was just taking this business serious when I was 18. And it was 15, 20 of my closest friends. And he looked at me, he goes, Johnny, I'm ready to get started. I know everyone, bro. We're going to kill it, but I don't have the money. Sounds familiar. I go, you know what, man? You see yourself building this business, right? He goes, yeah, we're going to call him Joy, right? Just for giggles. We're going to call him Joy. Joy, you see yourself building this business? Yeah, perfect. Hey, man, look, to me, money comes second. I really don't care about the money. You know what comes first? Commitment. You said you see yourself building this business in the products and services. Yes. Hey, Joy, do me a favor. Can you go through a list of 30 to 50 people and do me a favor? Put a star to the top 10 people you want to work with the most. This individual went crazy. Came back, he goes, look, I have 100 people. I'm like, wow, okay. I'm like, perfect. Who's the first person on your list? Joy looked at me and said, that's my older brother. Okay. Hey, Joy, do you mind if I call your older brother? He goes, no, by all means. Dial his older brother. We're going to call him Austin, right? Just dialed Austin. Hey, man. Hey, Austin, how's it going? This is Jonathan Lopez. You don't know me yet, but I'm actually with your younger brother, Joy, and he wants your opinion on a business opportunity we're about to launch. Austin, my younger brother wants my opinion. Doesn't even listen to his mom. I'm like, yeah, when do you have 15 to 20 minutes so we could jump on a call? We could actually go to a Starbucks. He goes, I get out at 3. Like 3:30 at Starbucks, pulled up, 3:20. I show them the business. Austin goes, I'm ready to get started. How do I get started? I dialed up Joey, the younger brother. Hey, Joey, look, your other brother is actually ready to get started. He can wait in my back office, or he can wait in your. Oh, wait, you don't have a back office. Guess what this person did in less than 5 minutes? Johnny, I have my credit card. I have the money. 2 for 1. I'm better than McDonald's. 2 for 1. I'm better than McDonald's. I ended up signing in both of them. His younger brother actually ended up hitting a rank of like a German 10. You know why I tell people this? Is because sometimes I tell people, look, forget about income. You know what's the most important thing in this business is called time. I don't waste my time. So when I do this, I get a list from people. Guess what? 2 things could happen. One, we could build it together, and all the excuses you're going to give me are going to be cut once I help you go to work for you. See, that person only joined because they saw that, oh my God, I could actually do this. Oh my God, Johnny was actually willing to help me build the list and do so on. That's what Joy is there for, right? But 2, they could just disappear. But if they disappear, right? And guess what? I have a brand new list of 100 people that I didn't know before. Guess what I just simply started doing when people disappeared? Hey, listen, I'm a friend of Joyce. He told me you were phenomenal. You were a phenomenal athlete, and you fit perfectly for a business opportunity we're about to launch in the area. Joyce said so. Yeah. When can we meet up in a Starbucks? Hey, listen, I don't know you like that, so maybe a Zoom call. Perfect, no problem. And I just started cold calling. Either way, you have more prospects. I'll put it to you this way. I have a young lady by the name of Alejandra Bernal. She is currently 22. I met her at 19 in one of our Mexican conventions. We call it Summit. And the girl was a P150. We were doing the training. We're doing the core commitments. And, you know, we took all the P150s, P600s off stage. Hey, when are you going to the next rank? And she started speaking and they pulled out the mic away from her. She pulled me aside and she said, look, next time I'm on stage, the next time I come to Summit, I'm going to be on stage. I'm like, okay, cool. 4 or 5 months later, we had a second summit. She was at Chairman 25, one of our youngest Chairman 25s. And she's from a country, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Mexico. She's from a town that's actually 2,000 people deep. Listen, let this sink in. You guys ever heard of Sinaloa? It's pretty damn famous because of, you know, the wrong things. She's from a town called Monchis, which is 2,000 people plus. And she managed to go Chairman 25 in 4 to 5 months. When we got her on stage the next convention, she looked at me and she said, I only hit this rank because you guys took the mic away from me and I wanted to be in this convention and show you guys I could do. 2, I just simply did what Johnny taught me. I'm like, what did I teach you? Because I want to know too. She said, Johnny, taprooting. Remember, taprooting. Okay, great. She just said, I just added an extra step. I'm like, what's your extra step? She said, every single prospect that said no to me. So Joey said no to me. Guess what? I just simply asked him, hey, Joey, I understand this business isn't for you, but maybe you know 1 or 2 people that will potentially want to learn how to trade in the markets, learn how to invest, or want to make a part-time income off their home. Said the worst thing that could have happened is they say no. They weren't going to stab me. And she's like, I live in one of the most dangerous countries in the world. They're not going to stab me. And she went from 0 to Chairman 25, 4 to 5 months. So next time you ask me, what are the skills you need to learn? Guys, taprooting. Taprooting. The same people that took you the P150, P600 aren't the same people that are going to take your Chairman 10. But guess what? Understand that people will lead you to people. And those people are going to lead you to what I like to call NPOM, new possibility of momentum. Your cracks, your superstars. So what if that person quit? Guess what? If that person introduced you to a Joey Wilson. Let that sink in. The person who recruited me quit 24 hours after recruiting me. He could have had well over 80 chairmans and of a team of 45, 50,000 people. Could have, should have, didn't. You think my upline cared? No, he was happy. Julian Cushman, my business partner, I met him when I was 5,000 people below him. Understand skill sets. Learn the skill sets. Learn the skill sets. And guys, last but not least, I'm not trying to make this too long for you guys, is called attend all events. And you can write this down, you can memorize it, but look, listen, Joey might say it all the time. Alex might say it all the time. Every chairman might say it all the time, but it's true. Attend every single event. You know, when people tell me, oh, well, is that events, you know, the typical events are where leaders are born. Yes, events are when leaders are born. No one's ever born a leader. No one's ever born great at speaking. No one's ever born great at building a business. Nobody's ever born great at anything. But you do understand that in events, people are born. I just gave you one example of a Chairman 25 that went from P150 to Chairman 25 because she went to an event and they took the mic away from her. Events are 3 things and 3 things only. 1, motivate the newest person. 2, inspire your team members. 3, to expand a micro vision to a macro vision. What do I mean by that? When we don't promote events, we forget to understand that sometimes our team gets sick and tired of just listening and hearing to us. Our teams most of the time think it's just Joey and friends or Johnny and friends, right? And when we first started this business, let's be honest, if you don't have a big team, it's only the 6 or the 12 of you, the 15 of you. And it's, well, it's a repetitive thing. And it's people start thinking it's only us 12 against the world. I'm like, not really. You know what happens when they go to convention? They go, oh my God, what is this? They walk in a room with like-minded individuals from different cultures, different skin tones, different ages, but with the same vision. So they start going, oh, wait, where are you from? From Germany? Oh, you're from Mexico, you built this business? And they start building their belief level from a micro vision to a macro. Because they're like, wait, you can do this business in Mexico? And you start thinking, and your team members start thinking, who do I know in Mexico? Who do I know in Germany? Who do I know in these countries? Who do I know that speaks a different language? You see, all these things happen in a convention. All these things happen when you take them to a place with the same energy. 2, they learn the skill sets. You see, Joy might say something, Johnny might say something, but Alex Moore might say the exact same thing Johnny and Joy say, just simply different. And you might have heard it 24 times, but your newest member hears it one time and it clicks. And that click is the reason they go from 0 to chairman 10. That click for me was that skill set of taproot. You know how I learned that? That extra step? One of my mentors at a convention. I remember I walked into a convention. One of my mentors he was roughly around 55 years old, making multiple 7 figures a month. And he was all the way in the front. I walked into my first ever convention, myself and 2 people. And I try to sit next to him. And he goes, Johnny, I need you to do me a favor. I'm like, yes. He goes, look, for the next 2 to 3 days, you can sit next to me, but you cannot talk to me. You cannot address me, or you can't just simply, I don't even want you breathing next to me. I'm like, wait, what happened? Let's look. I'm focused and taking my notes. He had a notepad and he was just going in every single speaker. Mind you this, he was the top earner of the company. He was still taking notes from every speaker. And I was like, wow, okay. He went on stage, did his thing, came back. And I remember one of my team members out of the 2 that I took, asked him, hey, if you're the top earner, why are you taking notes from people that make less than you? He goes, that's exactly why you're stopping yourself from being one of the top earners in the company. You think you're too good to take notes from the people that potentially are where you want to be. He goes, we're all one step away from everywhere else. No one's better than nobody. A rank doesn't define or is the lowest form of leadership. Understand this. If you go to an event, focus not on the rank, but focus on the skill sets. Focus on what that speaker is trying to give you, and take one simple key step, one keynote from every single speaker and apply it into your business. And I guarantee you, you're going to have a difference in your business. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you so much, Joey. Thank you so much for inviting me over on this call, guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope to see every single one of you guys in Orlando, Rotterdam, or even Mexico convention that we're setting up right now. Guys, again, look, I just want to finish off with this. If you did something to 2022, or you didn't have any results in 2022, the good thing is that was in 2022. The bad thing is that was in 2022. But if you don't do anything today, if you don't do anything this year, your 2023 is going to be like massive. Yes, it's the corny cliche, oh, do something different to get something different. You know what? Start changing your habits and put a little bit more effort into your business. And I could tell you, you're going to have a little bit difference in your business. Put that extra step, put it that extra smile, do that extra event, do the extra meeting, put in the work, and you'll see a difference. With that being said, thank you so much, Joey. I appreciate you guys. One of the most humble leaders you guys have within the company. So whenever you get a chance, remember, thank you so much. An appreciation text, a voice note goes a long way. Trust me. Thank you so much, my man.
I appreciate that, brother. Everybody type fire emojis in the chat. Listen, everybody wants to know, dude, what is the secret? Obviously, it's working for these guys. Maybe they know the secret. Dude, he just laid it out. It's that simple. There is no secret. It's the desire. It's the commitment. It's the vision. It's the work ethic. And it's working on your skill sets over and over and over. It's very simple stuff. It's doing the mundane over and over until God's timing meets your preparation. I'm sitting there listening to Johnny. I'm like, dude, that's it. That is it right there. He just laid it out for you guys. And so hope you guys make a commitment to come to what he was talking about, to the next big event in Orlando, Florida. If you're not already registered, you can get registered. It's in your back office. I just dropped the link right there. Make sure we get everybody there. You want to know how you get them there? I simply ask people, do you want it to work? Do you want IM to work? Do you want that lifestyle that you told me you wanted when you joined this company? Well, I'll see you at Elevate Orlando Convention, period. I don't know how you're going to get there. I know it's tight. I know you have this excuse where you could say, you know what? I can't go because of this. I get it. We've been there. But you got to find a way, or else you'll find an excuse. It's events that changed my life, just like it did for Johnny, where he learned how to taproot. And then what happened from taprooting? His business blew up, where it's out of his control at this point. So fired up, excited. Thank you, Johnny, my brother, for taking that hour out of your day. You could be doing anything in the world, but you're on this call giving value to us, and that means the world. So with that being said, guys, get registered. for Elevate Convention. I'll see you guys there, and I'll see you on the next call next Thursday. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Peace.